Welcome to had6 channel. In this video, we will look into pointless. 18 adjectives with similar meanings will be reviewed in example sentences. Let's get started. Number 1. Inane, which means silly. Inane. For example, an inane remark. Number 2. Fruitless, which means failing to achieve the desired results. Fruitless. For example, the search proved fruitless. Number 3. Absurd, which means wildly unreasonable, illogical, or inappropriate. Absurd. For example, the allegations are patently absurd. Number 4. Worthless, which means having no real value or use. Worthless. For example, that promise is worthless. Number 5. Fatuous, which means silly and pointless. Fatuous. For example, she was irritated by a fatuous question. Number 6. Aimless, which means without purpose or direction. Aimless. For example, Flavius set out on an aimless walk. Number 7. Valueless, which means worthless. Valueless. For example, cherished but valueless heirlooms. Number 8. Needless, which means of something undesirable, not necessary because avoidable. Needless. For example, there's no point going into needless detail. Number 9. Ridiculous, which means deserving or inviting derision or mockery. Ridiculous. For example, this is a ridiculous exaggeration. Number 10. Foolish, which means lacking good sense or judgment. Foolish. For example, her desperation led her to do something foolish. Number 11. Hopeless, which means feeling or causing despair. Hopeless. For example, she gave up on him as a hopeless case. Number 12. Senseless, which means lacking common sense. Senseless. For example, it was as senseless as crossing Death Valley on foot. Number 13. Stupid. Which means having or showing a great lack of intelligence or common sense. Stupid. For example, they're not as stupid as they look. Number 14. Hollow. Which means without real significance or value. Hollow. For example, the result was a hollow victory. Number 15. Futile. Which means incapable of producing any useful result. Futile. For example, I wore my cape in a futile attempt to keep dry. Number 16. Insane. Which means extremely foolish. Insane. For example, she had an insane desire to giggle. Number 17. Useless. Which means not fulfilling or not expected to achieve the intended purpose or desired outcome. Useless. For example, it was useless to try. If you have better examples in mind, please share them in the comment section below. Also, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.